first, a super welterweight matchup. Curtis Stevens and Wale Omotoso, scheduled for 10 rounds. So let's head to the ring for the introductions with Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, as Premier Boxing Champions presents Fox PBC Fight Night and a big night of action brought to you by TGB Promotions, sponsored by MGM Resorts and Brooklyn Boxing. And we also extend a very special welcome to the brave men and women serving around the world and joining us tonight on AFN, the American Forces Network. Introducing to you our three judges scoring this bout. From ringside, we have Tom Carasoni, Frank Lombardi, and Eric Marlinski. All right, fans, here we go. Super welterweights in the ring. We're scheduled 10 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first, on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white and blue trunks, fighting out of Hollywood, California, by way of Lagos, Nigeria. He weighed in at 153.5 pounds. His record, 27 wins, 4 losses, with 21 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the hard-hitting Wale Lucky Boy Omotoso. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with white trim, fighting out of it proudly, representing Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. He weighed in at 153.75 pounds with a record of 30 wins, 6 losses. He has 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the power puncher known as the Cerebral Assassin, introducing Curtis Stevens. And our third man of the ring, the referee in charge of the action, we have Johnny Callis.
Curtis, you receive your instructions in the dressing room. I want you to protect yourself at all times, but above all, obey my commands at all times. First command is to touch gloves. The bell rings, box.
Our tale of the tape. Both fighters 34 years of age. Omotoso with the height advantage. Stevens has the reach advantage. Curtis Stevens with a record of 30-6. 2 of his wins via knockout. Omotoso at 27-4, 21 via knockout. All 4 of Omotoso's defeats have been by decision. He has never been knocked out. We are underway from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, scheduled for 10 rounds in the super welterweight division. Curtis Stevens in the red trunks with silver and white trim. Grew up here in Brooklyn in the Brownsville section. Now lives in nearby Queens, New York. He is the former NABF middleweight champion 6 years ago.
Stevenson's really come out really good. He's throwing some good sharp punches, and he looks like he wants to get to work.
Stevens, Lennox, has moved down in weight class, fighting at 153.8 pounds. How might that affect him, moving down in weight class?
Oh yeah, well, he's moving down. I wonder if he's going to bring that power with him. But it seems like he's still got the power, because where his shots are landing, it's landing with some good power. I can hear it at ringside.
Stevens fighting for only the 3rd time in the last 3 years. For Omotoso, it's only his 4th fight in the last 3 years. Deontay, what have you noticed early?
Well, I know that right now they're getting in the groove of each other, feeling each other's, energy up in the ring. They're moving real good, right now. So let's see what happens.
And Stevens hasn't been in the ring for 3 years. How do you think the ring rust is going to affect him?
Yeah, I think it's going to affect him a little bit starting now. To see can he get in the routine. And if he can get in the routine, then I think it'll be something that'll benefit him in the end.
Oh, well, hey, he got hit with a terrific right hand there.
And that's what you was talking about with the rush, being out so, you know, sometimes when you're out so long, this is what can happen.
As Stevens last fought in July of 2018, he's had a couple of long breaks during recent years.
And that punch was just on the side of the head. And when you get a punch on the side of the head early in a match, you're gonna go down. That's like a wake-up punch. And being out of the ring for 3 years, he hasn't been getting shots like that for a while. So that is, welcome back shots.
Stevens has fought in New York State 18 times in half of his 36 fights. It's his first bout here at Barclays Center in his hometown of Brooklyn. "20 seconds remaining in round one, scheduled for 10. Good start for 34-year-old Wale Omotoso. Omotoso with the knockdown of Stevens. Look at the big right hand. And Curtis Stevens knocked down in round one. He had a terrific amateur career here in New York. Matched up with Wale Omotoso, born in Nigeria, spent several years in Australia, now lives in Hollywood, California. Who had the edge in your mind in round one?
I mean, I was just going to say, Ken, I just love how, and I'll butcher a name in a minute, man, Omotoso.
There you go.
Man, I love the way that he's moving and he's getting into his rhythm. He's allowing Stevenson to miss a couple of punches, and he's looking good right now in my eyes.
Let go of each other. Come on, let go.
Omotoso, blue trunks, record of 27-4.
Come on. Listen.
Started his career 23-0. He split his last 8 fights. Look at the punches landed to this point. Omotoso with the edge, 18-10. Nice exchange there. And then Omotoso came back with the left hook. And Stevens is down for the second time.
That looked like a flash knockdown. Good left hand, looked like it was on the chin.
8. All right, kid? Watch me, baby. Look a little over here. Good, Curtis. Go, baby.
All right, Curtis Stevens telling the referee, Johnny Callis, he is all right after he was knocked down for the second time in 2 rounds.
Omotoso is really sharp with his punches now because that punch was really sharp.
Omotoso, nicknamed Lucky Boy, says he feels lucky to be alive after he was involved in a number of incidents as a youngster growing up in Nigeria. He said, if I stayed in Nigeria, there's a 95% chance I would not still be alive.
As a boxer, we have so many different stories, man. We all come from different backgrounds, and that's why I love this sport. It gives you the opportunity to come from nothing and become something.
Big right by Omotoso, and then he's able to duck out of the way as Stevens looked to answer.
Break. Don't punch. Let go of his head, Wale.
Stevens did the right thing at that time, and he got hit with a couple punches, but he came back strong.
Time winding down in round 2, scheduled for 10 in the super welterweight division. Omotoso has knocked down Stevens twice over the first 2 rounds.
Time.
And you can see Stevens connecting there with a left-right. And there's a knockdown. It's like a flash knockdown. It touched him right on the chin, wobbled him. Here's the same look. Now, he got caught in the middle of throwing a punch, and that's what really, made him knock down.
He Here it is again, right down the middle. He just didn't see it, like you said, Lenny. It was one of those slight punches that you don't see, and those are the ones that can affect you the most, the ones you don't see, man.
Especially in the middle of a punch.
Yes, exactly.
Tonight's odds provided by Fox Bet. Marcus Brown and Pascal coming up next, followed by Kovnatsky and Areola. This is round 3, scheduled for 10. Curtis Stevens in the red trunks, Wale Omotoso in the blue trunks. Stevens has gone down twice over the first 2 rounds. What adjustments, Deontay, do you feel Stevens must make?
Well, what adjustment he need to make? Omotoso, he's coming on. His jab is looking very stiff as Stevens come in. Stevens gonna have to work on a little bit more head movement. Right now he's coming on real strong. Got him in the corner and well in the way on him.
That sequence we've seen from Stevens. He caught Omotoso with a left hook.
He said, "Don't count me out just yet, baby."
Omotoso's hurt a little bit, but he's throwing back. He's got to be careful that he doesn't throw while Stevens is throwing. So he might get caught.
Right, let go.
So a big flurry of punches thrown by Curtis Stevens, looking to come back after getting knocked down twice early. Oh, nice goal! Stevens down again!
Nice piece he put together.
So far, Stevens is being knocked down in every round.
And he's still getting up with liftings, man. That's what this sport all about. Getting knocked
He's
down.
hurt. I can see his eyes. His eyes is not there.
That will do it.
Referee made a good decision right there. But Omotoso, where does he get this power from? He's got power in both hands. It seems like every time he put his hands on Stevens, Stevens went down.
Most definitely, he put the combination well put together as well. Do you agree, Leonard?
Yeah, he put them together well, and his training was right. There was no rush. He took his time, and it seemed like every time he touched him in every round, he went down.
Do you think that the inaccuracy that Stevens had it affected him in this fight?
I mean, the fact that he's been out of the ring for 32 months really affected him because he was in there. It seemed like he wasn't used to these hard shots, and it affected him.
Only his 3rd fight the last 3 years, fighting at 154 pounds for the first time in his career, moved down to the super welterweight division, knocked down in each of the 3 rounds. An impressive performance by Wale Omotoso, who knocks out Stevens in round 3.
Here you see Stevens early in the round having a lot of success, throwing some good body punches, real strong punches. He had Omotoso up against the ropes. He didn't want to let him out one bit. He wanted to get back because he got knocked down the first couple of rounds. But this is where Omotoso had to be careful. He did get caught a couple punches, but he recovered.
And then Stevens coming on even more. And then, Omotoso come with the left hook. Stevens still don't know where it's coming from. He's coming with all punches and right there, come right down the middle. One of my specialties come with the right hand right down the middle. And as you can see, Stevens will go down almost out the ropes.
So Omotoso taking the page out of Deontay's playbook. A look at the total punches from CompuBox. Omotoso landing 38%, Stevens at 28%. 3 knockdowns in 3 rounds for Omotoso. To the ring for the official decision, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 28 seconds in round number 3. Our referee in charge, Johnny Callis, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, Wale Lucky Boy Omotoso.
Omotoso now 28-4, 22 of his wins coming via knockout. To the ring we go. Heidi Endro with Wale.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Wale, I know you wanted to get back on the winning side of things. You did so in impressive fashion here tonight. I heard your trainer, Eric Brown, say to you, all you have to do is listen. What did he tell you coming into this fight?
He told me to, keep my hands up, be patient, boxing, a lot of jab. And when the power is, I shouldn't push it. I shouldn't look for the power. Just box. When the opening is there, my hand will be right there. And exactly that's what happened.
It is exactly what happened. You found that opening 3 times to be exact to take him to the canvas. What did that first knockdown tell you?
The first knockout, I didn't even know, maybe it's a right hand, but I just let my hand go. I just let it go. Right away, click, I went, oh, okay, that's a good one. Then the second time it happened again, I was like, wow. Then that kissed my